Well, hello everybody. It is IP here, and today I have a awesome battle for you. This is our 5-star defense of this new game mode type. I am super excited. Actually, this took us like 3 or 4 tries just to get it done, at least 1 star. And for some reason, me and my friend Viper Ninja, who you see is my division, everybody just destroyed um, this other team. So yeah, I'm telling the BBs the best strategy for this is the BBs to stay in front of the cruisers, and only since they have a heal, and kind of take the brunt of the damage and then swing back and heal up, and then the cruisers will take over, kind of firing behind these islands. The first part of this here was a little unfortunate. I kind of decided to go the wrong way around the island, and I didn't actually get to kill anybody in this first run here. So as you see, I'm trying to maneuver around the island. I'm slowly getting up to full speed, but the Cleveland is a really good ship to use this for. Because it just pounds HE and fires is kind of the most important thing, because after you get to a higher, as you say, levels, you start getting like things like Gneisenhaus and whatnot. And unfortunately, I had to rebuy this ship. I sold it for the Pensacola, Pensacola. I call it Pepsi Cola, but yeah, I only have a 3-point capped on it here, so I don't have Adrenaline Rush or Demolition Expert or anything on this. But right now, these actually are pretty much some of the closest ships that get there. Our team, like I said, as you can see, I'm trying to go around the island the wrong way here. But our New Mexico and our Dunkirks do well on getting. Yep, so I get a good kill there. But they, as I said, they do well in killing all these guys off pretty quick. It's important to kill these guys off as quick as you can, because you do not want, if they would have broke that line, then the main attack would have started. So, kind of expecting those torpedoes, so I kind of took it close to the line there. And then our teammate spots the enemy fleet. Like, I don't know how he did that, but he got the he knew exactly where they were gonna spawn. For me, it's always been random. So we have our Zuiho in, and that's another reason why I took the Cleveland as far as AA. As you can see there, well, as you'll see a little bit later, the Enterprise spawns in, and he spawns into next to Miyoko and another tier 7-ish cruiser. And if you're not over there, they just decimate you, and then the enemies, if they kill the Enterprise, then, or I'm sorry, it's not the Enterprise. I haven't watched too many videos. It's the Lexington. If they kill the Lexington, then they actually will get their own like OP carrier. So I have a Cleveland just to, you know. Look at those sounds though. You hear those sounds? I downloaded the HD update, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. Right now, nothing's in range, but I start seeing the first planes. I'm on my way to rendezvous with let's see. Oh, I can't actually look. But I'm on my way to rendezvous with the Dunkirk, the Graf Spee, and Leander. I put my fighter plane. I was kind of hesitant about using the defensive AA because I thought I might need it at a later time. But it looks like they don't have too much trouble killing the AA, killing the planes themselves. Actually, our Leander, I gotta tell you, he did major work. I think he ended up this game with about 9 kills, which is utterly ridiculous. So here I'm just trying to show my broadside. Fighters engaging some of them, which is good. Didn't get quite close enough for my really good AA guns to do their work, which they are now. And as you can see, I'm starting to shoot down planes. Yeah, but I, focus on their fighters right now, and just doing that. So I'm pounding this T-22. The real role of the cruisers really should be to pound the destroyers. After they get those destroyers, then they really need to focus on the battleships. The cruisers really need to be killed by either the battleships or a destroyer. In my opinion, destroyers aren't really necessary. I'd rather have cruisers and battleships. I think one of the reasons why we did so well is that we didn't actually have a carrier. Although a carrier, if you don't have a bunch of AA builds like me, like the Dunkirk and and of course the Cleveland have some pretty decent AA, as you can see. So it wasn't too big of a deal. But like I said, the CVs are not as necessary in this, and that's how we got 5 stars here. But yeah, anyway, I'm just sitting behind this island. I am spotted, but they really don't focus on me. The good thing about AIs is they only focus on one target at a time, and then you'll know because they all focus you at once. This is what my experience been. T-22 shooting at me, but it's kind of pathetic. I've knocked out his engines and everything like that, so we got more dive bombers coming in. My plane is engaging, my support plane here, and I'm just pounding fire onto the Ishizuki, trying to, get the, trying to set as many fires as you can. I'm doing some pitiful damage right now, but I'm not really confused about damage as more than fires. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just trying to lock on. Unfortunately, I probably should have popped my defensive AA there, and our Dunkirk actually does take 2 torpedoes, which is really unfortunate. But one of the things that saved us really is that the Zuiho actually pushed up. I played a bunch of games with the Zuiho that actually just kind of sat back, and our team took the opportunity to decimate it. And I actually sit down with the HE there. And I'm telling you, the people that hit the Kaiser, I'm working on the Zuiho right now, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think I inadvertently, moved forward a little bit when I should have been moving backward. But anyway, they're dead anyway. And we have the next kind of wave coming into play here, coming into my range. Everybody's Leander, like I said, he was a really good player. Yeah, but we got the Kaiser coming in. Like you see, look at those torps, man. He hit every single one right on the nose. I mean, it's not too hard, especially when they sail on lines. But right now, I'm focusing on hitting the Miyoko. Leander smokes up, gives me some great cover, so I don't have to worry about. I can go broadside, and not have to worry about it. Like I said, the cruisers we're focusing on the destroyers first. That's our main priority. Battleships and everything will work on the cruisers, and this is really how we did it really well. So just pounding the Tachiharu. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the choices that they used for the tier. I really wish I could have seen a little bit. It would have been easier with a higher tier. But, I mean, as you can see, for some reason, we just had a really, really good team. Except for this Aoba here. If you see him on screen, he's just to the left right there. He decides it's a great idea to run while he's on fire. And he's actually going to ram. And that is literally, that's like the biggest waste. And I was hoping for some citadels on the Miyoko, but I just couldn't seem to get them. I don't know if my 152 is strong enough. But I do some good damage. But yeah, here he's ramming the other Ioba, which we're like, what the fuck? What are you doing? At first I didn't think he was actually gonna ram, but then I'm like, never ram in this. There's always, unless you have like 500 HP and you're going to die, but that guy, he had almost full HP. There's no reason why he couldn't turn around. Yes, he would have taken the damage. But that's why we have Liberty shits in the back. And me and Viper here are pretty furious, actually. So let me talk about Viper real quick, my division mate. What he's doing right now is he's actually, yeah, there's a Lexington there, so he's pushed up farther so he can hopefully kill the Lexington, or kill the people that are going to be attacking Lexington. As you can see, the Lexington spawn, and then the cruisers will spawn here in just a second, and then they're going to attack it. And basically, we get everybody to start moving over that way to help save it, because the Lexington really, in my opinion, is kind of what really helps us with this game. It harasses, causes fires. So those, yep. So we have a Hipper and a Mogami. Like I said, pretty high tier compared to us. I mean, we're tier 6. They could do some real damage to us. And you just watch Lexington and how fast his HP dwindles. So what he's doing really is my division mate Viper will actually, he will die because of this, because he's trying to get it close enough to direct their fire. You usually want to direct their fire. It doesn't really matter how close they are. You just want to make sure that their fire doesn't go on the Lexington. I mean, Lexington's already lost half of his HP. So, I mean, I'm just trying to light some fires on these guys, just kind of pelt them. Still getting my aim down. I haven't played the Cleveland forever. I've been playing a lot of Iowa games and North Carolina games, so I'm still trying to get used to some of these, this high arc, basically. But we'll get some good hits here. As soon as I figure out to aim a little bit lower and we get closer. There we go, now we're getting some hits. Yeah, so right now, yep, so Viper just died, but he did what he was supposed to do. He diverted the attention away. So now the Hipper and the Mogami's dead now, thanks to his torps. But I mean, look, that carrier comes into so much handy in later battles. Yeah, it's crazy. So Lexington's safe. He's behind the island. He's probably, I think the AI will direct him back to the Liberty ships, hopefully. But yeah, he's going to become invaluable here. And the biggest thing is that the other special CV on the enemy team didn't spawn. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm gonna have to, flip a UE and then head back, trying to ping in the map just to, get everybody back here. And I think the Scharnhorst is gonna be our biggest problem at the moment. You'll see that they actually, for some reason, the battleships decided to slow down, but we do really well in defending. And honestly, the New Mexico that's right off my nose right now, you just saw him there. Great fire on the Miyoko there. I'm happy about that. But we have the New Mexico. He just went around the island and he starts taking a shit ton of damage. Well, he could have, play a little bit more conservatively. I don't remember if you guys or not. I'm trying to set a fire on that first section of that Miyoko. That's what I'm going for. Just trying to aim for that first section. Can't seem to get it though. Hitting the superstructure fine. I don't say New Mexico doesn't do work, but yeah. So let's look at the scoreboard right here. Let's see how many kills. So yeah, the Leander, I told you, he already has 5 kills. I mean, that's ridiculous. So here we're shooting at the Leander here. Or I'm sorry, the Scharnhorst here. I'm trying to do some early fires, but then I noticed that we don't have the. I've been neglecting on my duties and letting some of the destroyers come in close. So that the Scharnhorst ends up becoming pretty close. And then Mexico tries to deal with them. I think he's going to take a torp here. Yeah, he's going to take a torp on the ass there. And you'll see periodically, if you pay attention, our Lexington does some real work. I don't think we even get to the point where the main task force arrives. Because we kill them off so quickly. So there it goes. There's a great drop. Almost kills the Shiratsu team, and I think either the team or the batteries finishes them off. Yeah, the four batteries finish them off. Scharnhorst, I notice, is getting pretty close. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna start flipping around. I'm just gonna get back to the center. Hopefully, get a more central position. I'm trying to light some fires on the Azumo. Right now, I don't have a great angle on the Scharnhorst. The Leander, I see, is gonna deal with them. Hopefully, he has torps loaded, something like that. Yeah, but North Battery hopefully will deal with the York. The Gneisenau is coming, so yeah, so you have all these tier 7 battleships that have entered, and I don't think the Liberty ships even have to leave the bay here, which is great. We don't lose too many. We don't really lose any of the batteries. Looks like I kind of forgot about the Scharnhorst in my opinion here. I do look back to see that he's getting closer. I'm hoping my teammates can deal with him since there's a two New Mexicos and Leander over there. So I'm kind of focusing myself on this nice now. Hopefully I can, get some fires on him. Except he returns in, which sucks. And like I said, the fort finished the York, which was awesome. We don't have to worry about him anymore. So we have about 3 ships left. This is actually great. We've pretty much completed this. We've lost 2 ships. We lost, obviously, my friend my division mate, saving the not the Enterprise, our Lexington, which has proven invaluable. I mean, look, he's setting fires on the Gneisena all the time. Well, you know, as I say that, he makes a really shit drop, but you know, that's AI. And we lost that stupid Ioba, so yeah, right now I'm not really too concerned about showing him broadsides. He's not looking at me. He's actually the Gneisena. That's why I started focus fire on him. Is he started shooting the fuel depot. So we were like, okay, shit, we gotta get this done. Their secondaries are shooting me. I'm not really that concerned about it. And I make a little mishap here and actually run into the island here. But like I said, I'm not too concerned about them shooting at me. Look, there's that CV finishing off the Gneisena now. Although I get the kill. But yeah, pulling the damage, just getting those fires. If I had Demo Expert, I could have done a lot more damage. Like I said, I only have a 3-skill captain. I'm trying to light a fire in the front part of his ship there. I figured, you know what, I just might as well shoot the superstructure. That may be an easier fire. And so far, it's not proven that way. Like I said, Izuma starts to look at me, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, maybe I should start backing up. So I just start turning around. I'm gonna try to angle myself here. I don't think he ends up shooting me because I think he ends up dying too quickly. Yeah, our Leander did some work with those torpedoes. I told you, our Leander was a great player. He really saved our butts there. I actually played the first round with my Leander, and I did not do as well. Trust me, he's a very good Leander player. But the last 2 ships, I think me and my division mate, my friend, we argued about what tier they were. These are tier like 1 or 2 ships, I think. I think this is like Yubari's a premium. He thought they were like tier 9 or something. I was like, no, because they have a 10-year next to him. Yeah, but this is just mop up here. This is super easy. And that's basically it. We completed every single one of the objectives just fine. Our team did exceptionally well here. And, you know, shell dispersion is great, but, you know, we're trying to work on it. It's going to get finished off before my rounds impact. And that's it. That was all. So, 273 hits, 11 fires, a Citadel, 11 fires, 12 planes shot down. Not as many planes as I would have hoped, but still decent enough, I would agree. And that's it. I want to thank you guys all for coming. If you guys would like to see more replays, I have a ton of replays of Iowa carrier gameplay, destroyer gameplay. Just let me know. But this is the first time that I've actually earned a star in this mission, and I'm actually pretty glad. So that's all I have for you guys. And see you later.